those that know me, hi, babes, how are you? For those who don't know me, hi, I'm Ludi. I'm a singer, makeup artist, photographer, and ASM artist from Germany. And welcome. Here is a space and a place where you can be instead of having to be. Nice to have you here. So, what you have been missing, because here's what you missed on Ludi. I am making a series where I talk about my experience as being a contestant on the German version of American Idols, or the German version of Idols called Deutschland sucht den Superstar. Sounds so cheap. I just realized that. So, I feel very highly blessed and motivated to be here. And where I just left off the last video, I was going into the drama, the proper drama that I was involved in this season. You have no idea. No idea. Because... Okay, car. Sorry. I live very close to a very big road, street, whatever. So now and again I've got a nice room in the back of my audio. So Mr. Drama quickly walked back to where all of the other contestants were waiting. The waiting room, I guess, of some sort. And, of course, as he arrived, that was way quicker than us, and the camera team was kind of followed him, and then kind of catched up with us, or whatever. I can't even remember properly, but he ran. He didn't want to come back with us, so he walked back by himself, and we got back, and we were greeted with cameras saying, "So, we heard that you had issues," and I was like, "No, not really. We don't have issues. Mr. Drama is creating issues all over the place." Which is quite ironic, because now this whole now this whole narrative of me being mean started to be discussed, and I was like, I know I'm mean. I'm playfully mean. You know, I'm a cute little, slightly nasty and shady girl. So, yeah, I don't think that's a secret. And I thought it was so funny because as soon as he started that narrative of me being mean, everyone was like, "Are you sure we're talking about the same person?" Which I think was so hilarious, because the camera teams, the production, other contestants who came to me and were like, "That makes no sense." And I said, "Yeah, I know. That's why I just let it happen." And the funny thing is, it was more of a, he was just he was like, the others, and but then there was this one situation where it was just before we were supposed to go back to the judges so they could tell us whom of us was gonna, go forward in the competition and whom of us was going to be sent home. And one of the interviewers came to me and said, "Hey, Ludi, come over." And I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" And he was like, "Yeah, so we just recorded an interview concerning, how he's feeling, and if he's nervous and stuff for the judges' decision." And I was like, "Yeah, so you want to do an interview with me as well?" And he was like, "No." "Well, yeah, but no." He threw a lot of shade, and I thought maybe he wanted to say something for your defense, to your defense, for your defense, whatever. And I was like, nah. Up until then, you know, it was more like he was staying distant and I was just being shady. Yeah, what? News. And I was like, I'm not going to say anything in front of the camera that I'm going to regret, so I need proof that he said something. So I actually need to defend myself. You know, I'm a bit of a bro. And so I vaguely said something in front of the camera because I wasn't properly shown any proof, you know, so I was more like, yeah, you know, maybe Mr. Drama got this in the wrong, you know, misunderstood that wrong, or didn't feel the need to actually articulate anything in our direction, or my direction specifically. And then I wish that we could just talk it out, because that's the only thing I've been trying for 1.5 days ever since the first situation occurred. And yeah, so I was keeping it very professional. I was like, yeah, no, we're not going to give in to the drama side of this. And yeah, I came back, and then we were still waiting for, you know, the judge's decision. And I stood next to my girlies, and he was again standing somewhere else, because obviously we were the only group not standing as a group. And I was laughing at something the girls said, the babes. And he was mocking me. He was literally mocking me, and I was like, damn, what's going on? And then he was like, so am I not allowed to make fun as well, or have fun as well? And I was like, yeah, but you're mocking me. What did I do? And this was in front of everyone. And he was like, you're being so controlling, and you feel like you're the main character to everyone's story. And I said, no, I'm the main character to my story. But you're having your main character moment right now, which is absolutely fine. But I don't understand where all of this emotion is coming from. And I thought it was a bit rough, especially me just trying to help before, and, you know, understanding both sides and trying to be the moderator between two people that actually were fighting because of something. So I was so confused. And then I was told to seek psychological help, because I obviously have problems. And I was like, well, you're not wrong. But I don't think that's the way to tell someone. And I don't think that the problems you are referring to are the ones that I actually would need help for. Damn, that went deep. Anyways, yeah, that didn't go well. I was villainized. I wasn't. No one else took it seriously, to be honest. It was just, I understood. Or from my perspective, it felt like someone, you know, leashing out because some feelings were hurt, and I thought that was so valid. But because Mr. Drama didn't want to talk to me and, you know, resolve or have a conversation, I had no choice or no possibility to actually get through to him and to have a conversation. I do want to end this portion of drama to say that we have actually talked afterwards to resolve all of this. Although the drama popped up again whilst the episode was, you know, airing, because everyone thought that was going to be part of the episode, and it wasn't. It was not part. It was not aired. It was not even slightly or remotely edited in. The whole situation where we were missing for at least 4 hours to have a deep talk was edited out or not in. So everything that happened surrounding my person and my name was non-existent in that episode. I still cannot believe that. So, yeah, thank you very much. So I was just there to sing on that episode, and from my team, or our team, I'll just, brum brum. I feel like an NPC streamer when I comment the cars outside. Another one, thank you. Another one, thank you. Jesus Christ, get alive. Come on. Hop. Hip. Welcome back. Sorry. Quick. Very I feel so stupid. I'm looking for a word and I cannot find it. I cannot find the word. Brief intermission. That's not what I wanted to say, but anyways. Distraction. That's the word I was looking for. Jesus Christ. Distraction. That's a very nice trigger word. Distraction. Distraction. Traction. Sexy. So, as we went into the stable where the judges were waiting for us, Mr. Drama went to the judges' panel and popped his phone number there. Or was it after he was kicked off the show? I don't know. He was not kicked off the show. He was not continuing on to the next round. But there was some kind of situation concerning him popping a note onto the judge's desk, and it was COVID, so obviously everyone was like, oh, what is he doing? Drama. It's so funny. In hindsight, I can laugh about all of this, but being there, that was really weird. So yeah, afterwards we went out, and we celebrated that us three, exactly where the group was divided, the three of us and him. We went on to the next round. He didn't. Yeah, we were celebrating. He was not even really interacting with anyone. I don't know if he gave any interviews afterwards. I think that was kind of him resigning and saying, okay, that's it. So on the way out, he actually caused a lot of drama. I'm not going to go into that because that did not concern me. Not because I'm so egocentrical, but because I don't want to comment on things that weren't, or where I was not part of, because that's none of my business, and none of my business to be spilling out on the internet, interwebs. So, yeah, that was the chapter. Convent done. We were flying to Mykonos, however you want to pronounce it in English. Mykonos, the Greek island. And I was ready for this. I did not pack enough clothes for cold Germany. I didn't. I thought it was going to be a quick, kind of a yeah, la 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 la. Oh, you and you, we're going to fly to wherever, and not, oh, we're going to stay here for almost a week. So yeah, I did not have enough clothes for Germany, but we more or less immediately popped on the bus with our suitcase, and we actually had food and stuff, so it was later in the evening, but we hopped on the bus, went to the airport, got on the plane, which was just for us. It was just for us, which I thought was wild. There was just the crew, the production, the crew, and the contestants, all of us on one plane, all of us with masks, pandemic. And we were all very excited. One of us was afraid of flying, and I tried to comfort him because I thought it was ever so cute. Sometimes I get a little nervous when I fly, but he was so worried and so anxious, and we just kept, we tried to stay with him and to, keep him okay, to give him a okay feeling, to comfort him. Thank you. I'm, getting there. English. Luckily from Germany, the flight down to Mykonos was not that long. So we landed, and it was dark. I still wore my sunglasses. I do not care. And we were allowed to have our phones for the time from the airport until the airport, like the flight. We were allowed to have our phone to listen to music and stuff, which I thought was wonderful because, girl, no music. Rip. Yeah, we got there. It took ages for all of the suitcases to arrive and stuff, so yeah, that was just, again, TV and production. It just took ages. We waited outside for ages. ages. Until finally the bus came, and then we hopped on the bus, which was not a bus, it was like a transporter-sized bus. Brum brum. Hello, car. Do people with loud cars need a girlfriend? Because I'm available. If they can afford that car, they could afford me. That sounded wrong, but I mean like on a monthly basis. Anyways, short detour. Yeah, we got on these transit buses, like these small buses, and drove through the night. I do not know how late it was. It was not that late, but it was not that early either. And was it? I thought it was night. I don't know what time it was actually. Maybe it was in the morning. Was it in the morning? No, I don't know. I was so tired. I cannot recollect where, when everything of this happened. But we got on these buses, and then we drove to the house, the villa. And I do not know if that's regular on all of these Greek islands, but the roads were so narrow. Every car that came towards us, in the other direction, I thought it was over. It was over, and they were not going like up a reasonable speed. They were flat out like it was a motorway. They just were hammering down these narrow lanes, and I was not living. I'm happy that I am still living, but in the moment I was not living. I was very afraid. And as we got there, we had to wait. And we were not even allowed to get out of the bus to have a cigarette, because back then I was a smoker. We had to wait on the bus. I was really pissed off. Really pissed off. I think every smoker can relate. When you have time to smoke, but you're not able to, that is the absolute stress and level of pissed offness. You can imagine how terrible I felt, how stressed I was, how badly I wanted to fuck shit up. And then finally, I think almost an hour after we arrived, we were allowed to get off the bus, walk towards our villa, and then run into the hall, onto the premise. And we were there, and it was wild. An infinity pool, a huge outdoor area with a big grill, and an outdoor kitchen kind of setting, bar, moody, whatever. The house itself was not that big, and there was not enough space, not enough rooms and beds for everyone. So we thought, luxury, honey, after sleeping on camp beds in a convent, this is going to be the superstar treatment that we all deserved. But then we realized that there's not enough rooms, not enough beds, and that there are boxes of air mattresses, inflatable mattresses, standing around with pumps to pump them up. Mother was not amused. I wanted to sleep in a bed. Then we got in a fight with the guys that I stayed in a room with in the convent to begin with. We got in a fight because they put, I don't know, a jumper or socks. I'm just exaggerating, but something of that kind on the bed. Very German behavior. To reserve, to make a reservation, to mark their property. So yeah, I backed down and said, okay, you know what? We had a little bit of drama in front of the camera because, sometimes you need to create screen time for yourself. That's just how reality TV works. But we knew it was fun and games, although the other lad was a bit, in on the joke, but intensely in. But we had a lot of fun. It was, we were laughing afterwards. It was okay. But I really wanted a bed. I just wanted to sleep. Yeah, but then I don't even remember, did we get the songs right away? Or did we get the songs on the next day? I think we got the songs on the next day. Did we? It's so long ago. It's almost, quite literally 4 years ago. I do not know if we got the songs immediately. Probably. Or maybe not. Maybe we actually had a day off. A day off. But we were separated into groups. We'll just skip a large portion of this because I have no idea what went on afterwards and when chronologically everything happened. But we had, on the next day, I assume we were split into groups and assigned songs. And I was put in a group with two of the front runners, and two of the ones that everyone was like, oh, favorites, the favorites. And I was like, oh, fiddly dee, why am I in a group with two amazing vocalists? And then they said our song was Fingertips by Tom Gregory, and I had no idea what that was. I had no idea. And everyone was like, yeah, Ludi, you know the song. I did not know the song. Everyone, the whole camera team was standing there, filming me. My face was blank. I was like, I do not know the song. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You do. You do. You do. You do. And then everyone started singing to help me understand which song it is. I did not know what song it was. Even though everyone sang it, I did not know the song, which really, really motivated me. That was a bummer. A real bummer. I was so devastated. Because I was like, fuck, I really have to learn this song. Shit. But anyways, how that went, you will see and hear in the next episode of this Storytime Mama. Baby girl, thank you so very much for watching. It's been a pleasure to have you here. I will not pop the performance video in the description because we have not talked about the next performance yet. So yeah, I might pop in the performance video from the last video. So the one in the stable, just to keep on keeping on. And my Instagram link and handle will be in the description as well, so don't miss that action. Thank you very much for being here. Thanks for watching this video and this series. Stay tuned. Stay tuned, stay invested, and stay here. Watch the playlist, girl. Watch. I said watch. It's chronologically sorted. So you might as well just, watch it all in one go. Have a nice sleep or relaxing podcast kind of situation in the background, whatever's your type